Okay, so in this video, I want to talk about when should you really hand over your PPC campaigns to somebody else to manage them for you. My name is Mike, and I'm a Google Ads specialist, PPC consultant, and I work with a wide range of businesses setting up and managing campaigns. Now, a lot of people contact me because their campaigns are not performing, sales have dropped, they're getting fewer leads, and so forth, and they've thought about hiring somebody, and sometimes they've done it for weeks, months, years on their own. It has worked, sometimes it hasn't worked, but they realize that they need help from someone who is an expert like myself. And I then look at their campaigns and tell them my thoughts and so forth. So maybe you are at that stage and you're asking yourself, when should I really hire out an agency or freelance or an expert and so forth to look at my campaigns? Now, I always recommend that getting some training is important. Even if you're not going to manage the campaigns yourself, you should take some time to understand Google Ads, and especially if you're running campaigns there, understand the controls and so forth, and be able to change some of the things on your own, and understand the interface and so forth. So everybody really should do that, especially if you're a marketing person. Now, when should you really get outside help? It's great at the beginning, especially if you're setting up. Many of us do need help to set up effective campaigns, and sometimes it's somebody else who will set them up for you, or you can set them up yourself. Now, setting it up correctly at the beginning is important, because you can't really manage a campaign that's not been set up correctly. So if you believe you have the skills, that's great, and you can do that, and then just set it up and manage it yourself. But if you're struggling with it, try and hire someone to do it affordably, and that will really help you in that sense. But also, as you're managing it, when should you really get that outside help? And many times it's maybe if you're obviously not getting the returns you want, so you could really reach out to an agency or a freelancer to really help you out with your campaigns, to bring it up to scratch, and also to get some training. Or if you don't really have time to manage campaigns, managing is really key, because it's not just about setting them up. You also need to be able to update and add new things, and upload new ads, change your ads, new keyword research, and so forth. And that training can help, but getting outside help is also key at those moments. Also, if you really want somebody to fresh pair of eyes to look at your campaigns, you can go and hire someone to do an audit and check that out, and then they'll give you recommendations on how to improve things and so forth. And you may well end up working with them full time, or just working on a part ad hoc basis, where once every quarter you can go through reviews and so on and so forth. So it's really great to do that, and just managing campaigns on your own can work and is good, but if you've got somebody else that can do it really effectively and ask you questions, and you can bounce off ideas off of, that will be really great. So maybe that's the time you really need to really consider getting outside help, and especially if you really want to take your campaigns really higher, faster, and really scale them up. Working with an expert really is great, and it will help you do that effectively.